Hi everyone, a new video class in which we will have an assessment test. So in our test, we first have a text. As you see here, we have reading comprehension first. Here is the text, okay? To be read first, we have to read the text so that we can answer its questions. So are you ready? Let's start. So we're going to read the text all together first, then we move to its questions. Peter and Anne are pupils. They live in a small town in the north of England and go to a preparatory school. Every morning they get up at 8 o'clock, dress up and go to school. When they arrive at school, they can see the headmaster in front of his office. The pupils play in the courtyard and the teachers speak with each other. Lessons start at 9. Teachers call the register at the beginning of the lessons. In Peter and Anne's class, everybody is there. There are no absents. The pupils usually study maths, biology, English, history, and geography in the morning. They study music and art design, and they play physical education after the afternoon break. During the morning and the afternoon breaks, many voluntary groups of pupils clean the school. Some of them collect the waste papers from the classes. The others pick up the garbage from the courtyard and the garden. They throw them in the waste paper baskets. They also advise the other pupils to keep the school clean. So this was the text. Now we're going to move to the first question. Read the text and take the right answer. The text is about. What do you think the text is about? Is it about shopping in England? Is it about Peter and Anne's school day? Is it about Peter and Anne's favorite teacher? So both of the two headings weren't talked about much in the text. So they talk about Peter and Anne's school day and how they passed their school day. We move to question number 2. Read the text and tick the right column. Peter and Anne are American. So if we go back here to the text, we will find that Peter and Anne live in a small town in the north of England, not in America, in the north of England. That means they are British, not American. Then we have lessons always start at 8 o'clock. So also it's false because here we have lessons start at 9, not at 8 but at 9 o'clock. For the next question, here we have answer the following question. When do voluntary pupils clean the school? So when, it's a question about time. So when do they clean their school? Here we have during the morning and the afternoon breaks. During the morning and the afternoon breaks, many voluntary groups of pupils clean the school. So this is the right answer. For the question number 4, read the text and find the opposite. The opposite of and dirty. So if we go back to the text, we will find two opposites of and. We have start can be an opposite to the word end. It starts, it ends. And we have the beginning. We say the beginning and the end. So both are correct. Then we have the word dirty. The opposite word to the word dirty is clean. Okay? Clean is the opposite of the word dirty. We move to the next question, which is what do the underlined words in the text refer to? So in the text we have two underlined words. We have they and we have them. Here they it refers to Peter and Anne. We have Peter and Anne are couples. They live in a small town, and every morning they get up, so it's Peter and Anne. Then we have here them. So many voluntary groups of people clean the school. Some of the people, so we can say peoples or groups of peoples. They clean the school, and also some of them collect the waste papers. So here we have they, Peter and Anne, and them, groups of peoples. We move now to language. The first question is fill in the gaps with some, any, much, and many. Here we have quantifiers, some quantifiers. Have you got some brothers or sisters? Have you got any brothers or sisters? Have you got much brothers or sisters? Have you got many brothers or sisters? So here we cannot use much, because the word brothers and sisters is countable and much is used for uncountable nouns. So we just ask in interrogative form. It's always better to use any. That's why here we can say, have you got any brothers or sisters? Then here, number 2, we don't need milk. Is it much? Is it any? Is it some? Is it many? So we don't need any milk. That means we don't want milk at all. But we can also say we don't need much milk. That means we just need a bit, a little bit, okay? Like just a little bit milk. That's much here. So we don't need much. I just need a little or a bit of milk. The third one, are there any problems? Here it's a question, so we use any. Most often for questions, we just use any. Then we have I don't have. So for negative form, we can use any, and we can also use many. I don't have many friends, means I just have few friends. But we cannot use much, because the word friend is countable. So we just say I don't have any friends or any close friends, that means at all, or I don't have many close friends, that means I just have 2, 3, or 4 close friends or best friends. Number 5, there isn't much or there isn't any petrol left in the car. The word petrol is uncountable, that's why we can use much. That means I just have a little or a bit of petrol in my car, or I don't have it at all, I cannot drive it. So there isn't much or there isn't any petrol left in the car. The last one, how much information have you got? Because the word information also is uncountable, so we just use how much information have you got. We cannot say how any, impossible to say how any, how many, it's okay. But how with any, it doesn't work. And we cannot use many here because information is uncountable, that's why we have just to use much. We move on to the second question. We have fill in the blanks with the present simple of the verbs in brackets. So here we have I and we have the verb be. Of course, be in present simple is I am. I am 16 years old. Then we have Tommy and we have the verb leave. And of course, leave becomes lives in present simple. Joanna cook, the verb cook become cooks. She cooks dinner for her family. 4. They eat lunch at midday or at 12 o'clock. Because we have they, we are not going to say eats, they eat. Mr. Anderson teaches. Here we have the verb teach ends by ch, we have to add es for the present simple with the third person singular, he or she or it. Here we have he, Anderson. So he teaches chemistry at Hill High School. The last one, he studied. The verb study, we should say he studies. So we change the y to I and we add es in the present simple with the third person singular. So he studies English at school. Move on to the third question. We have Janet and we have the verb watch. Janet watched a film on TV. Of course, in the past simple, we have to add ed with regular verbs. And in this exercise, we just have regular verbs. The girl finished her homework, the same, ed. David not watch, it's negative. So with negative, we add didn't before the base verb. So David didn't watch the film in the cinema. Carol didn't appear, the same here, didn't because it's negative. The girl enjoyed the birthday party, and we have here a question mark, it's interrogative. So did, we use did, then we use the subject, then we use the verb in its base form. So did the girl enjoy the birthday party? Then we have here, did you visit? So the same, did plus the subject given, which is you, and the verb given here, it's visit. Did you visit the museum last weekend? Then we move to the last question, which is choose the right word or the right pronoun. Here we just have pronouns to choose the correct pronoun. The first is done just as an example. It's their problem, not ours. 1. This is a nice camera. Is it yours? We cannot say is it your. If we say is it your, you have to add the word camera. Is it your camera or just is it yours? 2. That's not my or mine umbrella. We cannot say that's not mine umbrella. That's not my umbrella. Mine is black. So here we cannot say my is black. We should say mine is black or my umbrella is black. Then for the next one, whose books are these? Yours or mine? We cannot say your or mine. No. Yours or mine. Catherine is going out with her or with hers friends this morning. So we cannot say hers friends, just her friends. So Catherine is going out with her friends this morning. They have 2 children, but I don't know their names. So that's all for our assessment test. I wish it's beneficial. Take care of yourselves and see you in another video, inshallah.